All right, I'll be working on this goal P. It's a brown belt. So here's the bitting. So a little bit low cut here, going into a high cut. So there it is in the vise. Give a good turn. All right, so one of the things that I did for this, I'm going to kind of talk through it, is I picked a pick that fit sideways because I'm going to pick it using this warding right here on this edge, okay? So can you fit, if you have something small, if you look here, I can put it in here. It kind of gets caught. It's not that easy. I have to get it thinner, and this is a Moki. There are thinner ones you probably could fit, but I found that I can, as long as I can turn it, so pretty much it fills up. Let me turn this a little bit. It fills up this entire gap. See how that fills up that entire gap? So I can literally put it in there. That way I can get around it. All right. I'm gonna use a light tension. I gave it this angle so you actually see me twisting, so my hands doesn't get away because I'm a lefty. I'm gonna pick it. Now, of course, you could pick it in this fashion, or your hands behind it. That way I have a good camera angle. But I try to make it realistic. And if I was picking this in the wild, I wouldn't have that access. So I'm just gonna kind of put it like this. I'm gonna use a very light tension. And the hardest part now is going to be to get this to stay in focus on the lock. All right, so it's focused on the lock. So if you look, I'm going to basically provide just very light amount of tension. All right, so let's try. So starting on 1, nothing on 1. 2, little bit of counter rotation. 3 had a little bit of counter rotation. 4, so I have to twist it to get underneath it because it's really low. Almost like a flag. I gotta get underneath it, rotate it. Nothing on that. So here's 4. I had to get underneath it, kind of rotate it like a flag, a little counter rotation, and dropped in. 5. So again, I have to turn horizontal and then come into it. Nothing on 5. I'm going to go past it. Turn it horizontal, get underneath it, and go to 6. Little click. I might have overset. Let's just say. Nothing on 1, 2. Little counter rotation with a click. 3. Little counter rotation with a click. 4. Gotta turn it to get underneath it. So I'm kind of using it like a flag. There, I got underneath it. And it gave me a little kind of rotation. I'm gonna pull on it. It's not wanting to turn, so let's leave it. Again, getting underneath number 5. Little counter rotation with the click. And now twisting to get underneath 6. Little counter rotation with a click. Don't know if I ever said it. I'm gonna leave it. Going to 2. 2 has nothing. 3 has nothing. 4 has nothing. 5, nothing. 6, little counter rotation with the click. Let's try back to 1, nothing. 2, nothing. 3, a little bit of a click. 4, nothing. 5. Okay, now just let me go back. So I turn it. So another thing I'm going to bring up too is I hold tension on it harder when I'm coming out so I don't accidentally overset anything. All right, 1 now is binding, a little counter rotation. There's a little bit more, so I'm going to use it. 2, look at a little counter rotation. 3, little counter rotation. 4, good, gotta get underneath it, good. 4, 5, little counter rotation, and 6, and it's open. All right, so again, a lot of this when I'm picking it is I hold more tension when I'm coming out because I don't want to come out and accidentally lift pins. So I give it more tension, and then once I get the pick back out and start working my way back down, I kind of lighten up. All right, so that's open. Let's change this camera angle. Let's keep this in frame. Okay, put that off to the side. Down. Zoom in a little bit. Good. That should be close enough. So the center frame's right here. All right, let's open this up. It's open. That makes sense where it wouldn't work. Pop that out. All right, let's open this up. Put this in. Good. Let's get the screws out. And in one of my other videos, I posted this little tool that I've created. You'll see that kind of helps me with the ball bearings on the side. You'll see that in a second. Let's just focus on getting these out. That's the first one. Second one. And that's off. Get the key. All right, let's use shim. All right, let's put the key in. Give it a little rotate. Put the shim in. All right. Shim's in. Follower. There's the follower. Let me get my tool. Here's my tool. I'll make sure it's pointed in the right direction. This is the right direction. Okay, that traps the ball bearings. Okay, put this right here for now. Okay, so this holds the ball bearings, and you can actually see. You can see the ball bearings. So here's one up top. Here's one down below. Now let's take these out. So one at a time. And what I'll do is I will rotate the ball bearings out first. There's one ball bearing. Let's get the spring out. Okay. Now let's rotate and catch the other ball bearing. Get the ball bearings out, and there's that spring. All right, there we go. So that now takes care of that. I'll grab these ball bearings and kind of just move them out of the way. Ball bearings are out. Springs are out, so I don't lose them later. All right, so let's start this one at a time. So 1. 2. 3. While I'm taking this out, one of the things I do mention is that it is actually really easy to overset. I'll just start rotating this direction. It is really always overset because they have these little torpedoes, so I'm just really careful, almost like kind of working with serrated. You know, you just take your time so you don't overset it. Just every single time you hear a click, just keep going. Don't try to overset it. Don't try to keep working on the same one. All right, so now we'll show you. Here's the key out. I'll just show you some of this right here. Zoom in. You can see. You can see it's got milling. That's a good angle. So here's all your little milling here. So you can see the milling on every single one of them. There's milling. There's milling. And again, that's so that way when you overset it, you pretty much those little torpedo pins catch. All right, so that's that, and obviously you have holes for the ball bearings. Let's put this off the side, and now let's get the rest. All right, so let's grab this, get it upside down, start pulling the pins out. All right. Okay, that's the first one. Let's get the spring out. Second one, there's a shim. Spring fell out, so we'll just dump that out. Found the last one. Okay, fell at the bottom. There it is right here. Let's get that spring. So here's the last one. All right, where'd the spring go? There it is on the other side of my hand. All right. Let's give you a close up. So there you go. Spools, and the front one, and the ledge, but not really a spool. Trampoline. Not sure exactly what that one's called, but all right. So that is the Goal P picked.